He nominated you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
What did you make of his reason?
What did he say again?
Well, he said that it was because you flirted with him and stuff, I think. But then afterwards, when he spoke to you and said that he'd held 3 cards and...
Honestly, I was like, Mike, I can't actually believe that you're saying this to me. You do realise that Big Brother will completely...
Because you were really upset that he'd done that to you as a friend, because you would never have done that to him.
No, even if, and I said this, and I don't know whether this was ever aired, but I said that even if we had a really, really bad argument, really bad, and we hated each other, I would have never have nominated him, never, because he always used to say to me, you know, I've got a loyalty with friends, and I'd go a certain way about it, so I would never have nominated him. But I do understand his reasons for nominating me.
But you got really upset, and then when he told you that he'd had 3 cards and he changed it, well, he picked who he picked so that he wouldn't be up, you were like, oh, that's all right then. You know, I feel a bit silly now. Well, I'm like, that's even worse, surely, because he's forfeited you for the sake of himself.
Yeah, no, I went into the diary room and I was like, is that fair? That surely isn't fair. That's very tactical, you know, the way he did that.
Yeah.
And I actually could not believe that he said that to me. And we'd all had a few drinks. I'd got a bit emotional. I was just upset because I do like Mike as a friend, but I know that probably we could never be friends. So.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever take it as friends, will he? He'll always want something more.
Yeah, yeah.
Sam called you poison in the house.
Oh, really?
Yes, we've just asked her about it here
that's a
as
shock.
well. What do you make of that kind of label?
Poison. Well, if I look at it in a good way, I'd say...
Is there a good way to look at it?
No.
Not really?
No, that's OK. You know, me and Sam share very different views to life.
I think it's because people are judging you on your flirting.
Yeah, and to be fair, I did go overboard with the flirting, to be fair to Sam. And not only that, me and Sam have established we share very, very different views about life and especially about men. And, you know, and Sam has every right to her opinion, so... Do
you think... maybe when you're on the outside and you're living your normal life, you can flirt with a guy, that's it, you can go home and you never have to worry about it again. In this kind of situation, with the situation, you're in a house, you flirt with someone, there's nowhere to go, you're going to see them all day, every day, and that surely makes things even worse. And has that kind of made you look back and reflect and go, do you know what, I need to rein this in a little bit in my real life, not just in things like this? You'll see on tomorrow's show if today was is today aired on tomorrow's show? Yes. Yeah, you'll see on tomorrow's show exactly what happens, and there's a really big story and quite a big ending to my place in the Big Brother house. And one of those is that I have learned a lesson, and you know, a lot of my boyfriends have said, you know, you're a huge flirt, and I knew I was a flirt, but I actually didn't realise how much. You were that bad.
That I was that bad, because I do know it. And particularly when you know people do actually genuinely like you, it's not fair to play with people's feelings, and I do feel that I did that.
You said that you wanted to change your public image. Do you think you've done that?
No, I mean, I've been myself. I've truly been myself. Whether I've changed my public image, I don't know. Whether I would have gone on there and said I was an actress and been very flirtatious, I do think the general public would have thought of me a bit differently, but because I went in there with that title and whatever, I do think it's maybe fueled that. I think, you know, the flirting has been a massive thing, and sometimes it did go a bit far, but generally, as a person, you do seem like a really lovely girl. Oh, and you've been a fantastic housemate, and we've all been gripped for the last 2 weeks, so you obviously did something right in there. Thank you very much, Danica. Give it up for Danica. If you've got any questions for Danica or Samantha, send them in to the digital team who'll be interviewing her after the show for their online exclusive. Details are on your screen now. Right, after the break, we'll be inviting Samantha and Danica into our sweaty box. Aren't we nice? See you in a bit. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. That blue moon is still shining bright out there, but there's absolutely no chance that you lot could be feeling blue with Bit on the Side on your telly boxes. Now, you're definitely not feeling blue. No. How could you when you're sat with 3 corkers like us?
Semi-rich.
Can you believe it? Now, we've got some questions from the online community for you, but before we do that, we have to watch this clip, right?
This is good.
Watch this, people. It's fab.
I haven't been beaten. No. That's the fucking great. And now,
It's all game on. The fight is on. Go on. Not in a game playing way, but just no holds barred. I'm not being bloody nice all the time.
Come on, Colleen.
Kicking off.
So we've got Danica saying, come on, Colleen, and Samantha calling Colleen poison.
Team Julie.
You like throwing that word around.
It's a good word for you, poison.
OK, words. Questions.
Right, questions. Firstly, for Samantha, I've got a question from BB Spy, one of our fan sites who's been supporting you since day one. He says, what would you do with Big Brother if you were the executive producer?
What would I do? I would
make it harder.
I would make it harder. I'd bring in more housemates. And
more?
I would have secret rooms as well, because the secret rooms, the paranoia is the key emotion in the house. Paranoia is what we all go through.
You can see that happen quite early on.
And I think more secret rooms and more what was going on with the gods and the goddess was just genius. I would have more secret rooms.
What's the next one?
For Danica, Mama Savannah wants to know, is the MTV date with the Sitch still on?
You know it's next week.
Is it next week?
Yeah.
Danica, go.
Well, of course, I'd love to go to the MTV Music Awards.
He's going to buy you a dress.
With him.
He might still be in the house,
with
though.
him, probably not. He'll still be in the house. He'll be in the final.
And also, I don't think your boyfriend would be too happy.
Well,
if you went with him.
If I just went with him, no. That wouldn't be acceptable.
Go.
Remember your boundaries.
Samantha, Galaxy 8080 wants to know, who's going to take over your cooking role in the house?
The situation.
Yeah,
he's an amazing cook.
Is he really?
Oh, he's brilliant! Oh, yeah.
We haven't really seen him cook, have we?
I've seen a little bit. If you look online, you see a lot
We've got
more.
30 seconds, get a quick
All
one
right,
in.
Danica, BB Parody wants to know, why do you think you survived the last eviction but not this one?
Because I was up against the most gorgeous, talented woman in my eyes, Colleen Nolan.
Yeah.
Bless you. We've got 15 seconds.
All right, Samantha, Mama Savannah again. Did any housemates reveal any juicy secrets to you? Can you give us an exclusive?
Can I give you an exclusive on anything?
Got it.
I can't think of anything, sorry.
OK, have a look at the digital, the website, and then you'll get them. Thank you very much. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow on 5 Star with Jamie and Alice. Have a lovely evening.